Have you ever wondered what happens when the companies competing with you stop making pricing decisions and start letting machines fight those battles for them? Because if you are building a startup today, especially in anything related to software, AI services, digital platforms, or e-commerce, that question is no longer a fantasy. It is the very air you are already breathing, whether you realize it or not. Let me ask you something more uncomfortable. What happens when your competitor's pricing system can change prices thousands of times a day while you are still in a meeting just deciding whether to have a sale? And what happens when those systems start fighting each other automatically, lowering prices by a penny here, a penny there, over and over, until one day everyone wakes up and realizes there's no money left to be made? Stay with me for a few minutes. First, I'm going to show you how these AI pricing tools are quietly turning entire industries into a robot-on-robot battleground. Second, we'll see why most businesses walk straight into this trap, like a car driving into fog, until it's too late. And third, I'll show you the only way to make your business safe when machines start a price war that no human can keep up with. If conversations like this help you see things more clearly, take a moment to click like, subscribe, and share this with another founder. The faster we all understand the new rules of the game, the fewer people will lose by playing the old one. Now, let's talk about the world we are in. Most people think of robot pricing like a simple shopkeeper who raises the price of umbrellas when it starts to rain. The prices change, but slowly enough for a person to see and understand. That world is already a museum piece. Today's AI doesn't just look at the weather. It tries to read the mind of every single person walking down the street. It sees how you walk, what you look at, when you hesitate. It's not about one price for one product. It's about finding the perfect price for asterisk. You asterisk, right asterisk, now asterisk. The result is that prices are no longer like solid signposts. They are like a swarm of bees, constantly moving, shifting, and changing shape. One customer sees a price, but a second later, another customer right behind them sees a completely different one. Now, imagine two of these swarms meeting each other. Your competitor's AI lowers a price just a little to win over one customer. Your AI sees this and instantly lowers yours to match. Theirs sees your move and drops again. Yours responds. It's like two mindless robots programmed to grab the last coin on the floor. The first one bends down, the second one bends down faster. They keep going faster and faster until the coin is worthless and they've smashed themselves to bits in the process. This is how an AI price war begins. Not with a bang, but with thousands of silent automatic adjustments that slowly suck the profit out of a market until it's bone dry, and the machines will happily do it forever. They don't get scared. They don't get tired. They just follow the rules they were given, even if those rules lead straight off a cliff. And here is the trap most people fall into. They see the machines getting faster, so they decide to run faster too. They build their own robots. They watch their competitors like a hawk. They try to beat the machines at their own game. The problem is, you can't outrun a machine that never needs to sleep. An algorithm doesn't need to ask for permission. It doesn't need to wait for a meeting. It just runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you try to compete on price in this world, you are entering a race you are guaranteed to lose. Because every time the price drops, your business bleeds a little. It's not a big dramatic wound. It's death by 1,000 tiny cuts. Each cut is a price drop you barely notice, but 1,000 of them will drain the life out of any company. Think of it like a land rush. When new territory opens up, everyone gallops in at once. It's chaotic. People aren't thinking about building a house with a strong foundation. They're just trying to stick a flag in the ground faster than the next person. In this chaos, smart plans are thrown out the window. Everyone just reacts. The problem is, when you're just reacting, you're not in control. You're being pulled along by the frenzy. And by the time the dust settles and someone realizes what's happening, the entire landscape has changed. The founders who survive this kind of chaos make one simple decision very early on. They refuse to join the land rush. Instead of fighting over who has the cheapest flag, they change the game completely. They understand that what people are really buying is not a price tag, but a solution to their problem. They stop selling drills and start selling the perfect hole in the wall. When you do that, the conversation changes. The customer stops looking for the cheapest drill and starts looking for the person who understands what they're trying to build. A competitor can always make a cheaper drill, but it's much harder to copy your unique solution. They also build a moat around their castle, not with low prices, but with trust. A machine can make a sale, but it can't make a friend. It can't build a tribe. When people feel connected to you, when they believe you genuinely get them, they stop pulling out a calculator for every single purchase. That connection is a shield that no algorithm can break. And finally, while everyone else is busy fighting in the mud over a few cents, they are busy building a spaceship. They create something so new and different that there's nothing to compare it to. Instead of racing in the same chaotic marathon, they invent a whole new sport. And once your business can't be easily compared, the price war down below doesn't matter anymore. A pricing robot is not the enemy. A hammer is not your enemy. But if you think the hammer's job is to tell you what house to build, you will end up with a mess. These AI systems are just very, very powerful hammers. They are tools, not the architect. If the only reason people buy from you is because your price is $1 lower today, you are a flickering candle. The moment a machine creates a breeze, your light goes out. So the secret to winning in an age of machines isn't to become a better machine, it's to become more human. Build something that solves a deeper problem. Build real relationships. Build things so new that nobody can copy you. Those things are harder for a machine to measure, harder to automate, and impossible to destroy. And that may be the greatest irony of this new era. The businesses that thrive in the age of robots will be the ones that invested most in the parts of themselves that could never be robotic. If this perspective helped you see the market differently, click like, subscribe to the channel, and share this with other founders who are trying to build something that lasts. And if you want deeper conversations about strategy and how to navigate the forces reshaping our world, join the Destiny Architect Telegram chat. We continue the discussion there with leaders who are looking for clarity, not just